Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundary, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. If anything gets uncomfortable during the game for any of the players, they can use yellow and red cards in our private chat, and we will cut it off there, and we will either transition to another scene, or we will you'll see a quick cut here, and we will move on to something else. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always skip ahead on the episode, or you can skip to the next episode, whichever you prefer. So thank you to our sponsor, Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these awesome coffin dice boxes, and he makes other dice boxes as well. There's some changeling ones floating around. I've seen a hunter one or two. They've got like the leather inlay, so you can roll your dice actually in the box itself. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to have their information for Instagram over in the chat, so you can pop over there and throw some money his way, and he can get you some dice boxes. And Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They've combined craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your games. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is built on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And that just unhooked with the magnets, but they're magnets, so you can snap it back in. And I've got the Gangrel one over here, which is the best clan, and if you don't agree, you're wrong, and you should reconsider your life choices. Yeah. Just reconsider. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't have to say anything. And Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of TTRPG veterans ready to work for you. From actual play production to tabletop game development, they're a one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Investing in the World of Darkness gaming community helps keep channels like this one online and thriving, and they greatly appreciate any love you can share with them on their Patreon or social media platforms. And now, it's time to introduce our vampires. Let's go in the regular order and start with Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Abigail for you this evening, morning or afternoon, wherever you may be. Her pronouns are also she, her. She is a Tucky Tremere, and she gets to go to Elysium for the second time tonight. This is going to be fun.
And the other Joe. Don't forget to unmute everything everywhere.
I am trying and having a slight difficulty with it on the other one. Yes.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry about that. Had to do a thing. So, hello everyone. My name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador. Pronouns he, him. Follow me on Twitter, NolaFanger, NOLA_Fanger, like Fangmaker from True Blood. And I like himbos, sometimes twinks, and I'm playing Vincent, Baron Vincent of Clan Bruja. Badass, quasi-DJ, quasi-rocker boy, well, rocker boy. Anime enthusiast, and a really cool guy. And he might have a crush on Mordecai. You never know. Just saying.
And that introduction was brought to you by our merch shop, for which Joe is actually sporting something from our merch shop for the Hunter game. And I am wearing the just regular BBN symbol. And we've got more. There's more merch. Look at that.
That's an obfuscate shirt.
And next up is Mike.
Hi, I am Mike, he, him, player of the aforementioned Mordecai, also he, him, who is now a bit more distracted than he was before, because he's got family coming to town, but he's not sure whether or not he's going to have to kill them.
I mean, that should be a theme of Vampire the Masquerade, let's be honest. And Sarah.
Hey, my name is Sarah. I'll be playing Prince Jude Duncan of Clan Tremere, she, her for the both of us. And she doesn't really have time to like much of anything as the prince. Just do what is necessary to protect the city. But that's what she signed up for, so that's what she's going to do.
And last but certainly not least is Cliff.
Happy Time Zone viewers. Cliff here, playing Duran Giovanni tonight. Pronouns for both of us are he and him. And plans are afoot. And considering that I'm Hikata, plans are also probably an elbow, a wrist, a couple of fingers, and quite likely an ear.
And this guy's Storyteller Steve. So we basically are, yeah, things happened in the last episode, including but not limited to the coterie of Prince Jude finding out that there may be an alliance brewing in the background between two clans that are generally kind of either unaligned or have kind of slid into the Anarch grouping recently. So that's news. And there's been some contacts with various people at Elysium with regards to certain things going on, and there's some interesting stuff that's about to happen. I can't spoil anything though. So when last we saw this particular coterie, several of them had been making phone calls to various things and sending text messages to try to discover all that they could about this particular alliance. And 3 of the coterie were headed to the Elysium because they figured that Frank, the keeper of Elysium, wanted to speak with one of them. So we're going to go with that first. So I believe it was Abigail, Vincent, and Jude who were headed towards the Elysium. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Yep.
All right. So, are you walking over or are you Uber driving, hopping in Vincent's car? What is Vincent's car?
We drove Mordecai's Charger.
Oh, that's
right.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Just a casual reminder to get everybody to unmute so that our closed captioning can pick up all your lovely voices.
There we go. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, and didn't we vroom just 5 minutes over to
Yep.
the
Yeah.
it was super close.
From for those of you who are unfamiliar with Vancouver, Sandwich. Let's see if that picks it up. No, it just thinks it's a regular sandwich. Sandwich, which is the occult / sand, artisanal sand shop that currently is under the managerial and ownership of Jude. It is located in a place of a neighborhood of the city called Gastown, which is in the kind of northern western area of the Vancouver area proper. And it is pretty much I would say it's even less than a 5-minute drive from Gastown to where the Elysium, the main Elysium is, which is the Art Gallery of Vancouver, which is located pretty much in the heart of the downtown area for Vancouver.
5 blocks away, you could walk.
Yeah. But somebody gives Jude shit all the time if she walks anywhere. So, there's a quick car ride. You guys pull up, go into the underground parking, and, you know, you go through the regular, I'm assuming, way to get into the hidden underground area that is set up to be kindred only. And there's a cat. So you go up in the elevator to that particular kindred area, up or down. You're still not quite sure which. There may be something in the elevator that you can't tell whether or not it's increasing or decreasing in where it's going up or down. But the door's open, and Frank is actually there. Frank, for everybody who hasn't seen our show yet, YouTube is over there. Go watch all of our episodes. Is a Nosferatu keeper of Elysium, and he is essentially a pile of clothing, or he's hidden under a pile of clothing that moves and changes. There's different clothing on it, or at least a different piece of clothing on it each and every time you see him. Prince Jude.
Hey, Frank. We know, got someone else for you to talk to. I think you wanted to contact, so wanted to swing back around.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you were gonna deliver the message to him. Awkward.
I mean, we did, but why did you want to speak with him directly?
Well, yeah, pretty much that reason.
Okay, that's unhelpful.
That and bringing anarchs to the Elysium, just kind of weird. Sorry, dude, no offense.
None taken. But I thought we were all welcome at Elysium, so.
It's
exactly.
up to her.
Also, nice shirt, pants, boxers combo. Looks good.
Yeah, do you like him? I just got him. And he, from what you can tell where the voice is coming from, because you can't actually see his face, he, reaches, there's, arms that come out that reach behind, and it's, a pair of boxers that has, yellow happy faces on them.
Oh, where'd you get those?
I just got them. You'd be surprised what people throw in the sewers.
Yeah. Oh, man, those are nice ones, too, man. Oh,
do you want them?
Vincent? Not my size. I got too much in the back for that.
Are you sure?
Sorry.
You could probably. And he stretches them out. He's they're kind of like spandex type thing.
Yeah, maybe. No, I like something a little more form fitting. I work out, so
right. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Yeah,
but there is something extra that I wanted to tell you specifically. But it's just I don't know. It's weird. I don't really. Should we be giving this intel to anarchs?
He's with us.
The Baron is a part of my coterie now.
All right, fine.
Yes, what Sovereign said.
There's things afoot that you should probably know about in Surrey.
Go on.
I've been hearing rumblings from some of the Nos that are in that area. I don't know where some of them hang out there, I guess. They go to I think they hang out in your bar. They keep talking about fucking Calgary night or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Mac is going to be so happy about Calgary night. Next time, you want to come hang out. They want to have Montreal night and...
Not my scene.
They're going to do Manitoba weekend. Don't ask me questions. I'm just here.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
No. I'm good. But the point is, there may be some people that are thinking that you're not, let's just say leadership material per se.
Give me a name.
See, I
And
can't.
he'll smile. Please.
They're keeping apparently this shit under wraps, but there's been some let's just say paraphernalia that's been
Such
floating
as?
around, mostly handed from kindred to kindred type shit, trying to, I guess the best way to put it would be like undercut your authority.
Ah, okay.
Like pamphlets?
Yeah. Zines.
And-
Wow.
I think
And
they call them zines, don't they?
It's old school.
no, they have not called them zines. And do you happen to have one of these pamphlets or piece of zines around?
I do not.
Come on, good. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
because I
you
don't
sure
know.
you can't give me a specific name? I'll get you a pair of underwear. It's not a problem. I know people.
Yeah, I can't right now. I got
Oh.
people. I got people checking. They're doing what they can.
I see. So it's in Surrey, and you see him kind of crack his neck, audibly loud.
Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of people thinking that the current Baron of Surrey is let's just say not fit for command, from what I hear.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you can't elaborate on like the general.
I wish I could, but that's not.
Okay.
Yeah, not really my scene.
I
All right.
see. Okay.
I appreciate the information.
I
It's
do what I
definitely
can.
good to know.
I do as well. What do I owe you, friend?
Minor boon.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Here's a business card of mine.
Like a hand comes out and takes it.
Okay. Thank you. Give me a call. Hit me up when you want that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just weird hanging out with
You-
anarchs and shit. Sorry,
Like,
no
I mean,
offense.
we're cool. Again, none taken. We're cool. I mean, don't let the anarch thing fool you. Like, we have rules, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but you
But,
guys
like-
like hang out with thin bloods and shit. That's
Hey.
just weird.
Hey, don't be clanist. Don't do that.
Well, they don't have a clan, like Caitiff.
Oh. And he'll just kind of like awkwardly look at the prince and like frown, like hard frown. So you don't like thin bloods?
I don't know. I suppose you could probably like mix it in a white wine sauce and
Wow.
Okay, well, Frank, do you have any other pertinent information for us, or shall we be on our way?
nope.
That sounded kind of Hakata.
Okay, great. Thanks again. And Jude is just like out of there.
Back the way he came in.
Yep.
All right, Frankie boy.
Yeah.
All right, Frankie boy. If you ever want to come hang out, come to Surrey, man. Come to Joey's bar. We got you covered. Anything you want, it's on me.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I promise. I got the best shit. Oh, and if you like crypto bros, chef's kiss.
Yeah, that's just weird. I don't know why you would specifically bring up crypto bros.
Just saying. Some people like to feed off of them because they're funny.
I guess.
But anyway, all right, Frankie boy. And he'll turn around and leave.
Abigail, I'm assuming the same.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So we're going to fast forward it to the next night. Because I have informations for peoples. I'm going to get a rouse check from everybody, too. So if you're playing the home game, which I hope you are, if you go over there into the chat, you hit !rouse, and you can do your own rouse check.
Storyteller, is it safe to assume that after you left Elysium, anybody who might need another point of blood would have fled?
If you wanted to.
Yeah,
Sure.
I gotta do that too for sure.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do.
Okay.
All right. Which is useless since I failed my rouse check, but at least I'm not at 3 hunger.
Oh, bummer.
Thumbs up from Duran. Thumbs up for Prince Jude. Thumbs down for Baron Vincent. Thumbs down from Abigail. And thumbs up for Mordecai. All right, so, and actually, this is the funny part. According to my Zoom call, it's the two in the middle, and there's another cat. And according to the way you're looking at it, it is the two in the upper left-hand corner. Kitty, now is not the time. So, let's deal with Abigail first. You hear, Abigail?
Yes.
You should go out and eat someone.
That's the plan.
I hear talk of crypto bros. Is that like cryptic messages? Like
No.
we used to use in the war?
Well, I mean, yes,
Oh my
but
God.
no, but no, no. Yes, but no.
Wait,
So, and
hold
Abigail starts mathematically explaining the algorithm in mathematical terms to her beast.
Yeah, that just wears out your beast.
Yeah.
They're mentally spent after that. They don't want to deal with you. Baron Vincent. You hear,
Yo.
Vincent,
Hmm.
should probably eat.
Plot twist. It's Smiling Jack.
It might be.
I understand that.
Just,
You've been quiet for a while.
you've things in the. Just go out in the main floor, the dance floor. Grab yourself a bite. Who cares if they're doing the boot scoot boogie?
Well, they have to. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna do that.
All right. So, for this particular evening, I'm going to put the question to everybody to try to figure out, and we can think about it whilst I'm dealing with something else. How is everybody getting together this particular evening? But whilst you are thinking about that, Duran, you wake up. There's messages whilst.
Excellent. Messages, newspapers, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, same sort of thing. But
Yes.
with the messages, there's actually a yellow pad, like a legal sized pad, that has a bunch of different scribbling bits on it. You can definitely tell the handwriting is Reska.
Okay.
And she's kind of left it on your desk right near the newspapers so that it is plain to see that your eye pretty much automatically goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your eye would go there automatically. She is still there, but she informs you that there's messages specifically on that. And the messages are that you've been hearing back pretty much throughout the day from various different Hekata sources that, yes, in fact, this is a thing. Some Hekata and some Setites, but not all of them, have been kind of disappearing in certain places and reappearing in others. And in the others, the grouping of Hekata and Setites and Mordecai, you would get a similar message as this as well. The areas that they have reappeared have started to not be in Anarch or Camarilla control any further. These areas have been taken over by the, and there's like kind of quotation marks around the Independent Alliance is what it is apparently being called.
Interesting. Does the scribbled notes mention any particular cities or areas?
Las Vegas is mentioned.
Well, naturally.
Miami is another. And there's a few like kind of smaller domains that you can recognize from Europe. There's like one or two in the middle of nowhere in Italy that would have like several, like it wouldn't be like that there would be like one or two kindred in the city, but these are populations that would have like 10 or 15 or so, but not anything really above that. Miami and Las Vegas seem to be the two biggest ones that have been taken out.
Amsterdam.
Has Francis returned from his visit to Venice?
Francis is not yet back. Francis is going to be back probably in a couple of days.
Interesting. Okay. Well, set that aside for the moment. Go through the various things, check, etc., etc., etc. Return to Reska and let her know that she's to spend the next week getting everything in order, because when Francis returns, I will be sending her to Venice with my recommendations with respect to her promotion, let's call it. And then this should have probably taken a half an hour, which means Mordecai should be probably waking up about this time.
Waking up.
So we'll call Mr. Strickland.
God damn it. Oh, you're muted, dude.
Right before you get that particular call, Mordecai, you wake up to kind of similar messages.
I wake up in a bit of a fit of a bad dream. Everything around me has died or taken away, and I wake up and everyone is still around me, literally. And then I get informed of messages by Alexia, and yeah, okay, what? Phone?
Phone. And that's Duran's phone call.
Yellow.
Ah, Senor Strickland. Good evening. How does tonight find you?
And I'm sort of looking at disappeared, reappeared. Camarilla fell to Alliance. Intrigued, honestly.
See.
It turns out that this is
a
our
thing.
families like each other
See.
and work well together.
Who would have thought?
I know.
That our strengths would multiply when being put together.
We did it before it was cool.
See.
But fascinating though, and I'm wondering. We'll have to talk.
See, now Las Vegas. I mean, Las Vegas has been Giovanni before, so I'm not surprised there. Miami, though, that is Italy again. Same thing, smaller areas, but Miami. I am very intrigued with the fact that they've stepped forward.
I just heard about that. That's I mean, most of these cities have, let's call it an undercurrent of my family's connection. Don't. I wasn't expecting a power grab. That's
It will be interesting to see how the Camarilla responds.
well, I mean, yes.
And it will be interesting to see how we can turn this to our own benefit. Speaking of which, we have some business that is needs some cleaning up. A couple of places that we need to follow up on, where we have dabbled our fingers in, but have yet not taken a full grasp. And in order to ensure that Prince Jude's reign is properly monetized and financed, I think it is time for us to take certain matters in hand. There is a time such as this for proper ostentation. Would you be so kind as to bring the limo around when you are up and about this evening? I will make sure that I am presentable as well, and we will go for a quick visit before we meet folk at Sandwich.
I would be delighted.
Why no? I think you will find our visit every bit as entertaining as I will.
I look forward to it. I'll be there in, what do we got, 15? 20 tops.
I'll make it half an hour. There is no rush. I shall see you shortly.
Excellent.
And while that was occurring, what was everyone thinking for meeting up in this particular evening?
I think Sandwich, probably. Consensus?
Yeah, that probably makes the most sense.
Okay.
I was trying to think if there was any like alternate location, but I think it's probably still good. Is Gretchen still just hanging out there like usual?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, she'd be going to Sandwich probably. So she probably will text the group chat when she gets up, like running emoji, sandwich emoji.
How does everybody respond to that particular
Abigail-
running sandwich emoji?
Abigail sends back bike emoji, sandwich emoji. And then she
Perfect.
she makes a point of talking to Cassius about the wraith wards and stuff like that, so that
Oh, I didn't put those up.
that's I know you didn't put those up, Cassius. We're asking for your help to take them down.
Why?
Your knowledge and look, why don't I get you to sync up with Duran, and then you and he can discuss, because Jude has agreed to this, but we just don't know how to take them down.
Okay. But
Are you willing to help?
why? You're
Well-
not answering that question.
Because it makes sense, because we don't need it anymore. We actually wouldn't mind having the wraiths there.
Yeah, you're still not.
Look, and Abigail says, I'm in a rush. Like she says, I'm in a rush. The prince needs us. So I will get Duran to contact you, and Jude will text you and get all the details. All right? Just giving you a
Sure.
heads up. All right. And then she grabs a bike and heads to Sandwich.
All right. Jude, how are you getting to Sandwich?
Probably
Her emoji said she's walking.
probably not. But I would like to probably from the Chantry I would like to go back to my Chinatown apartment.
Okay.
Because now that like Frank had left this whole message, he's kind of like wanting to just like monitor that area to make sure like everything's cool and nothing else is appearing there that she needs to know about. So she's gonna make a quick stop there. But I know that's pretty close to Gastown
Yep.
still. So she'll just take a ride share
Okay.
from the Chantry to the apartment. And
Things
then
seem the same.
okay. Okay, so I will do a sense the unseen there though before I
Wits and aspects.
get out of there.
Not words and aspects. Wits and aspects.
I knew what you meant. It's all good.
That was closer. It's
All
trying.
right.
Attempts were made.
Mm-hmm. 3.
Other than the thing that's on the wall that hasn't actually been cleaned off, everything seems the same.
Jude will probably try to like, I don't know, take a rag that's around and maybe some like dish soap and water and try to like wipe off the supernatural paint. She's kind of like hesitant, like, I don't know if this is actually going to work, but she does want to sort of erase that.
Initially, it doesn't seem to. But once you put like a little elbow grease into it and like kind of really give it a good go, it starts to kind of streak off a little bit.
Okay, so Jude will continue that until it's all gone.
Okay.
And then
The one thing you do notice though is that it like the water gets a little bit dirtier, but it doesn't seem to actually like there doesn't seem any like discoloration. Like if you were cleaning paint off, you would definitely notice like if it was red paint or if it's white paint or whatever, but there's no, it just seems like it's dirty water. It just seems like you're cleaning the walls basically.
okay, and she'll kind of like observe that over the course of cleaning it up and be like, man, I gotta ask Frank about that, see how he actually did that. I got distracted. So once that is completed, she will take another ride share the short distance to Sandwich.
Okay. Baron Vincent,
Yup.
how are you getting to Sandwich? What's the mode of transportation?
He's actually going to go for his car that he keeps, like in the back, with like the little the sheet thing over it.
Okay.
But first, he's going to feed,
Okay.
and he's going to talk to Mac first, and then he's going to make a call.
Okay.
So Mac,
Hmm.
got to switch it up. People are getting caught up with Calgary Night. We need to do something different.
Well, I don't even know what other nights like we could do. We could do like a Moosehead Lager night. We could try to see if they want to sponsor or something. Whatever, like the.
That sounds kind of Yukon territory thing.
Yeah, we could do like a Yellowknife Yukon night. We could do like get everybody in plaid.
Ooh. Lumbersexuals. Huh. Not bad. Not bad.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I guess we could do that.
Yeah, lumbersexuals, lumberjanes, that whole thing.
Right. Right.
What's on your mind?
I think we may be aiming at 2 different groups. maybe
whatever, dude.
two different
Just
audiences that were.
more people, more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are getting set in Calgary night. Hey, went to Elysium last night.
Go on.
Uh-huh. I think that pile of clothes dude, think he was the keeper.
They have a pile of clothes as the keeper.
Okay, so I thought it was pretty cool. Like he had these like stretchy underwear lycra things with like smiley faces on them. But I mean, yeah, I think
Look, I
I
thought I knew the Toreador were kind of fucking weird, but that's just. Yeah, that's
I
weird.
do not think they were a toreador, especially hiding in a pile of clothes.
No, I mean, like, they throw, like, some weird parties, but you're talking about underwear and stuff, like, for an art gallery? That seems a bit much.
Look, I don't make any judgments about how certain sects like to run themselves. But hey, it is what it is. But he gave some information that was weird. That people are circulating stuff underground, so to speak, about my leadership being ineffective.
Really?
Really, really.
Huh. I haven't heard anything about that.
Hmm.
But then again, I'm like, it's probably like, I'm close to you type thing, so they probably think that I wouldn't be like the type of person to give that information to, or they want to keep the information away from me or something.
Mm-hmm. Sure. How was your vacation?
Yeah, it was alright.
Where'd you go? You weren't specific.
Yeah, it was more of a staycation.
Steak.
Ah, got it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, that's the thing. Could you could you do some digging in about that? I just need a name,
I mean, I guess.
please, Mac. That's all I'm asking.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Any information, be it as about as small as an ant or as large as the river that flows, I'll take it.
That was weirdly poetic.
I know. It's been one of those days. Hanging around the prince kind of brings that out of me a little bit.
Yeah, you should probably
Don't-
stop doing that.
Okay, but look, have you not seen the prints? They are beautiful. Like, oh my god. But I don't know. Look, don't judge me.
I'm not judging.
I saw the way
Well,
you looked.
you know, look, I'm not judging who you like, unless you're like an anarch baron, and they're like a Camarilla prince.
Yeah. That you're judging.
Yeah,
We're not dating or anything. I just said she's cute. That's all.
okay. But
Anyway,
do you not see my point here?
I do see your point, Mac. Look. It's I'm not worried about it. It's probably not going to do anything major. But look, I even offered. I offered. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I'm about to go. Keep selling those drinks, man.
Yeah, I do what I can.
Wait. What happened to your girlfriend?
Yeah, she left.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's kind of a sore point.
Oh, sorry. That's all right. I'll be on the lookout for you. You know, you need me. You can come in the theater room. We can watch Hamtaro in the theater room, and we can just have a good time.
Yeah, all right. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. All right. I'm out, man. See you later.
Sure.
And I'm gonna call Nosh, the Tremere guy that I was talking last time.
Okay.
Anarch guy. Does he pick up?
He does not.
Okay.
Do you leave a
Awesome.
message?
I'll text him.
Okay.
Simply saying, I need to ask you a favor. Get at me when you can.
There's no immediate response.
Okay. I'm not worried about it. Is Cody around?
Cody is tending bar. Like it's still early in the night. Like, but so he's basically preparing the bar. Like, you know, making sure that the glasses don't have any like water spots, stuff like that. He's missing like half the water spots, but people are drinking shitty beer out of it, so they don't really care.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to like kind of walk past the bar and kind of do it like a, you know, you'll be good now, okay? I'm about
Oh
to
yeah,
leave.
yeah.
Yeah, have you talked to your mom?
No,
Not,
not
no.
since you like reminded me like yesterday.
Yeah, like, no, not your mortal mom, Abigail.
Right. No,
Okay,
not
right.
in a couple of days.
Okay. Just checking. All right, man, I'm out.
All right.
Uh, go to the back. You're gonna take out open his jacket and take out like a plate and swap the plate out on this car and put this in
Okay.
and get it and drive off.
What type of a car is it?
Believe it or not, it is an Audi A7. It's like a 2007 model.
Okay.
Dark. He'll
All
pull
right.
up that sandwich and he'll text a Pac-Man mouth and a sandwich in the group chat.
I don't know what those emojis mean when they put them together, but I'm assuming we're gonna find out soon. So let's fast forward everybody to Sandwich or the limo ride. Will the limo ride be discussing stuff?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
When we get down to the limo ride, when the limo shows up, Duran will, double-breasted Hugo Boss. Where's my hat? Can't go out of the hat. There we go. So, get into the limo and go. Senora Strickland. I am thinking for this, we wish to stop by my shop first. It's a few blocks and then back to Sandwich. I am thinking that for color, we should take along the entire coterie. Having the prince along will lend gravitas to what we are doing.
Quick reminder to unmute.
Authenticity. Right. Authenticity. In which case we'll want to make sure that we'll stop at the shop. I can estimate Barone Vincenzo's size appropriately enough.
A good point. Best to put our allegiance's best foot forward, I guess.
See,
you remember Diana? Diana is dressed in a blue form-fitting Vera Wang number, has briefcase full of documentation dossier. Mercy is up front in black, and yes, let's make an evening of it.
see, we have potentially a couple of stops.
So we'll swing by the shop first.
Yeah, and it's a quick in and out. Duran's going to know exactly what he's grabbing. He will have stuff already set aside for Jude, always, several, and probably a couple of selections for Abigail and a couple of off the racks in Vincent's size, as well as another ripstop vest in Vincent's size. Still got to get those bulletproof things finished. And then it's off to Sandwich.
Okay. So let's have everybody kind of pull up around the same time. So you'd all pull up whenever, and it's kind of a nondescript shop for anybody who hasn't heard this particular description yet. It's basically kind of a magic-ish shop. There's like a sort of neon sign over top, which has been replaced from what it was before with sandwich. It's kind of one of those ones where you step up a couple steps, go in the front door, which are two half doors, and there's the metal bar to prevent theft that is actually, it's closed, but it's not actually locked. It's just pulled over, and then anybody can kind of push it aside. It's basically to show people that, hey, we're closed, but we're not quite completely locked up yet. And Gretchen would be inside. So, who would like to go first? It'd probably be Abigail and or Jude, as they are the closest geographically to that particular area.
Yeah, I figured. So Jude would go in, and she's definitely seeking out Gretchen to speak to her. What's she up to?
She's just doing the books.
Okay. Hey Gretchen,
Hey,
how's it going?
and there is a dump of information.
Okay.
Like, you get everything.
What is it?
Like, you get her parents, where they are. I'm just going to gloss over it right now because that would take up the next half an hour to an hour of me describing everything. But you get
the fruits of Duran's labor,
yeah,
I see, are now here.
Right down to like
Hooray.
social insurance number. You get
like
okay. It's just a block of information comes your way.
And I think Jude like reaches in her like crossbody bag and like starts writing stuff down, and she's just like, okay, yeah, and she's trying not to interrupt. She's just like
pull out the cell phone and like hit record and let it.
Yeah, and just let it go. Okay, cool. So
yeah,
so
that's
after
pretty much led me up to like when I got hired on here. There was a guy that was like Joe, he hired me, and then like he disappeared when, I don't know, I guess there was like another manager or something that was here, and then she disappeared or something. I don't know what happened there. It's just pretty much around that same time. So yeah, and she's just about, you can tell she's just about to continue going into shit that you already know. So, and then you guys showed up, and then, you continued, I guess, my being hired. I don't know what that's, employment. And she's just going to keep going if you don't actually stop her.
So cool. Yeah. And I got that particular part. Thank you so much for telling me all of that. I mean, I'm so happy to know it.
Well, yeah, you've been kind of asking for a while, and I've been kind of sheepish about it, so I thought that I should probably let you know.
Yeah, I mean, I want us to be able to share with each other. I mean, we do share a kind of special bond, in our own way. So, I'm glad we could do that. Maybe I'll tell you a little bit about my backstory sometime. I did want to ask you, and just one detail that I wanted from her whole info dump. Did she grow up in Vancouver? Like, is she from there?
She came to Vancouver for like college stuff. Initially, she's from like a small town in just outside of Edmonton.
Okay, cool. One thing I was thinking about if you could check on for the shop. Um, I didn't know if Vancouver does like pagan pride or any of those. Sometimes,
I
you
don't
know, even in the
think we really
Midwest they
do.
did it. I just thought that'd be a good place to
Like we have regular Pride. We have
advertise.
like all the rainbow sand stuff for that. It's
Yeah, we
super
should definitely get
popular.
involved there.
And we
Oh
have like
yeah.
the things where you like put it down on the ground and then you pull the ripcord or whatever and then it like shoots the, I don't know, the smoke or the gas that's all the different colors. We have those in all the different colors and that's super popular when Pride comes around. Then we have like it's like the dust stuff for when you're doing like the runs and then everybody's throwing.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
the color runs.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know what you mean. Cool, cool. Yeah, no, I'm glad we have all that. That's cool. I was just wondering because I knew sometimes back in the Midwest US they would do pagan pride and I was like, wow, that'd be a great place for sandwich to
I mean,
drum
we
up some
could.
business.
I guess we could try to like start one. I don't know when it would be. Like, would it be on
Yeah.
like a like Beltane or like on one of those
You
types of
yeah, you
holidays?
possibly usually in my experience they do it like end of summer, early fall type of thing. Um, so I'll think about it. I got a lot on my plate right now. But it was just a
I
passing
mean, that'd be
idea I
great
had.
for like vampires, wouldn't it?
I don't know actually. I
Because
don't know.
like some of the other Tremere were telling me about like Gangrel, they might like it. They're like woodsy, outdoorsy types. So
Yeah,
we
and
could bring in
usually
like
you
some more
have it.
Tremere.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about that. Um, I'm gonna maybe contact some people from back home, see if I can get in touch.
All right.
So glad we're on the same page there. And she said we're just gonna have a typical meetup and then probably be out again. But as you were,
All right. And she goes back to like doing the books. Abigail, during that particular complete and utter info dump, what was Abigail doing during that half an hour sequence?
Uh, Abigail had basically logged on to Kevin's VPN and connected up to the network.
Okay.
And if you need me to roll for that, I can. But
Yeah, I know.
she was basically verifying all, like, she was kind of listening in and listening to all the stuff about, you know, where Gretchen said she lived and all that, and she was just verifying to make sure that Gretchen wasn't
It completely and utterly checks out.
checks out. Okay.
Like almost disturbingly so.
Okay. All right. And so Abigail, after this is all done, she's turns around to Jude and says, or Prince Jude, and says, "Well, it seems, and I mean, I wasn't expecting her to lie to you or anything like that, but it seems that she's been 100% honest with you. She hasn't left anything out, it seems."
yeah, I'm kind of like, what prompted this change of heart? I guess. But I'm not questioning it. I've been trying to get this info out of
I
her since like go. So
Well, I mean, yes, I can totally see that that is a good thing. Storyteller,
That's me.
would Abigail have ever experienced a sort of like an info dump like this, of somebody just willingly giving information? And
No.
okay, it's it's so strange. It it's almost unnatural. But I mean, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, or whatever they say,
nor am
or
I.
kick a gift for whatever. I can't remember what the saying is,
I
but
think it's
yes.
look. I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna hope that she finally trusts me enough to open up. I'm gonna believe that. That's the narrative I choose to believe in this situation. Until proven otherwise. I'm glad she was truthful though. I don't know.
It's good. You found out the information you wanted to find out. She's not some sort of serial killer. I mean, she seems on the up and up. So it's, I mean, I honestly don't see a bad side to this information.
It's about that point that Baron Vincent would be coming up.
And he has a monster energy drink he's drinking. It's not a monster, but he's drinking an energy drink.
We have something for that in the Hunter game. It's spooky energy.
That's cute.
He's pulled the car around back, took the plate off, it's in his jacket, and he's just, "What's up, family?"
Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you this evening? How are you this evening, Baron?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. How are you?
I'm ready to take on something new. This whole families and things like that coming into Vancouver thing has got me a little bit on edge. Well, whatever it was that is going on with the various clans coming in and joining up in forming alliances, it's got me a little on edge. I mean,
I see.
Last thing we need is another Sabat style invasion.
We cannot deal with that shit again. I mean,
No.
I heard about what was happening down here. Like, they tried some shit in Surrey, but like, not a big deal. But I heard how bad it was down this way.
Speaking of Surrey, did you figure out what's going on with these incendiary pamphlets?
I got some people on it.
Okay.
I'll find out who it is, who they are, whoever. I just want them under my boot so I can watch them as they beg for mercy as I snap their neck and heal.
Okay, strong stance. Well, if I can help,
Absolutely.
just let me know.
I think that'd be great. I'd really appreciate your help. You could do, the cool stuff that y'all can do, and like, blah blah him or whoever it is.
I feel like I haven't performed a ritual in like so long. I kind of miss it, honestly.
Kinky. I like rituals. Those are nice. They're fun to watch. Also,
I
it
just
kind of
make
feels
stuff,
like you're not supposed to. Like you're not supposed to look at them, but Cody's been doing some weird shit, and I was like, oh wow, that's neat. I can't do that, but yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to cultivate sort of a more of like a protective and movement based sort of loadout here.
Go on.
Just like flying, getting like moving through walls, making little blood snacks, protecting stuff. Like that's more my jam.
How is it that every time I talk to you, you say more and more cool shit, and it makes you so much even cooler?
Man, I wish you would have known me back in my Milwaukee days. That's when I was really wild. I think you would have liked me then.
I bet you were just like,
I've mellowed with age. I've mellowed with age.
Oh, please. What are you, like 20, 25? You're barely a kid.
I'm 30,
Well, you look good. You look like.
Well, 30. I was embraced before I was 30,
Yeah, but you look fucking fantastic, Prince.
Thank you. I try.
It's effortless. Come on.
Yeah, I wake up like this.
And it's at that point Mordecai and Duran would be pulling up.
And hearing this.
Yeah.
We don't get out of the car.
Hmm.
We send text. And the text would be crown, laptop, motorcycle, hyphen arrow, limousine, hyphen arrow, $sign coin, $sign coin, $sign coin.
Abigail looks at this is like,
Yeah.
I think they're trying to communicate.
Honestly, this is good. Like,
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, this is kind of good. This is a whole like pictogram that's easily
Well, I mean,
understood. So I'm
it's-
into it.
It's one thing I know. is
Exactly.
pictograms.
Great point.
Seems like Daddy Morbucks requires our attention.
Mordecai
In the
is
limo,
directing us
baby.
to the limo. So
Oh, he's got a limo.
yes,
I assume he has a whole
Mordecai's-
fleet of limos,
3
honestly.
limos.
A fleet of limos.
Mordecai
I'm just
is
assuming.
established here in the city and has quite a bit of quite a few different cars.
Expendable cash and cars.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that
Yeah.
would be the case. Yes.
I kind of felt that off of him. Yeah. I'm going to
Uh,
change his name in the group chat to Daddy Morbucks, and I'm going to put like a snake or
Oh
whatever.
no,
and
no, no,
dollar
no, no.
bills and roses.
Listen, you gotta. Okay. So yeah, I think it's time to go. Gretchen, take
Oh,
care. Thanks
Prince,
again.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah, what's
Prince.
up?
Sorry, Prince. I forgot to be. Hi, Lady G. How are you doing?
Hey,
Hank. All right. Sorry, I want to be hospitable.
I appreciate that. Yeah, so we're gonna go out there and get on our way.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to ride in the limo. What
Oh
color?
yeah, is it
this
your first
limo?
time?
Yeah, I don't usually ride limos.
Yeah, so many interesting times in the past in the limos.
Oh.
Many interesting times.
Wait.
And now you get to
what
be
have
a
you
part of
done?
that.
What have you done in the limo?
Oh, I mean, it's not really the limo specifically, but it becomes sort of this space that, you know, many different emotions have occurred, sullen silence, covered in blood, you know, things like that.
My
Sounds-
limousine is a Wraith Fetter, apparently.
Sounds like a party. All right, let's do
All
it.
right. Okay, so Jude is heading out to the limo.
Abigail's following as well.
which
That was
limo
bad.
is this one?
Which limo? It's the stretch, but not the party limo.
Okay.
The party limo has a pool.
Oh, that's right. And Jaw got in it, didn't he? Oh, I miss him. So Jude's just like opening the door and getting in when she approaches it.
Okay.
Jude,
Ladies first.
So
Get
Jude
changed.
like ducks. Change into what? Into what?
we're going to a party.
Whose party is it?
Well, it will be ours shortly.
See, everyone, the entire
Mm-hmm.
Sunset
Okay, so
Appreciation
Jude,
Boat
like-
Club.
Jude goes further back in the limo to make room for everybody else to come in.
Is Gretchen coming?
No, I think she's gonna stay at the shop.
Fair. Okay. Good.
Bueno. And Duran is going to hand out suit bags to everyone.
The
We
band will
are,
come in.
we
Awesome.
we wish to make an impression. So Prince Jude will have something that is the Giovanni designer label from the Cassandra line yet again, high end. Abigail will actually have an Armani suit
Sad.
cut.
Is it leather?
Yes,
Excellent.
yeah, leather and high end wool with actual silk lining. And for Baron Vincent, a Brioni. About a $6,000 shoot.
Okay.
You know,
Uh,
3-piece. Again, not as much leather as Abigail, but still has some leather in the shoulders, side panels, leather accents.
oh, Mr. Giovanni, Morty, how are you? I heard party, so that sounds lit as fuck.
And one of these as well, and hand him a Ripstop t-shirt. Just in case. It is. I'm still working on the bulletproofing for everyone, but in the meantime, just in case somebody gets annoyed with us. Suits can be repaired, flesh, not quite as easily.
It takes a while. Also, you looking dapper tonight, Mr. Giovanni.
Grazie.
I like that brim. Morty, Daddy, how are you doing?
I'm ecstatic for the evening. I
What is on the docket?
Yes.
we're going to the
Mordecai.
casino.
We have.
We're going to the casino.
See, among other locations, we have been.
true.
Prince Jude has been in charge of the city for how long now? Several weeks, a month and change, closing on 2, roughly. The finances for the city through the Camarilla are not as robust as they could be. And I have no desire to continue making deals with the Ventru to make sure that the coffers remain full. There are several projects that could go on in the various Elysiums throughout the city. There are also some businesses that did not change hands properly and have not ended up where they should have been. So we are going to go out and make sure that they are appropriated for the city, for the ruling structure. The first place we're going is Senor Lilu's casino. I wish to speak with the management there. Senor Lilu passed on owing us a lot. It is time for us to collect.
That's true. You're right.
After that, there's another stop, a place that has been both a benefit and a bit of a thorn to us that we could see about doing something. And what night of the week is it? Coffin Club. Is that also is that a tonight thing, or is that a?
I believe Coffin Club was in a few nights, as
in a
of
few
the
nights.
last episode, which was last
So
night.
still a couple. Okay.
Hey, kitty.
Okay. And there are other businesses and things to do before you do your next official Elysium night, where we speak with all the clans and make sure that the business is going and the tithing is appropriate and everything is done the way it is supposed to be done. It is time for us. It is time for us to do business.
Yeah. It is time. Thank you for getting this plan all together. I do appreciate that. Any family info from either of you two?
And this is why perhaps I have decided that we should move on this now. We wish to have a very solid front, a well-built structure in place with a good foundation politically and financially upon which to build, because it would appear that there is an ongoing growth of cooperation among the independent clans who are moving cities in their direction.
Heavily.
So if they come to Vancouver, we want to make sure that we are in a position to deal with them as equals or superiors. We do not want them, as much as I love my family, we do not want them interrupting our business.
Duran, are you talking like Sabat level incursion, or are you talking like? All right. Well, I mean, obviously we have to be prepared, but I'm talking more of the level of violence.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Their violence is always an option. But it is unlike the Sabat, it is not the first option. We would not use those
So-
tactics. From what I understand, it is more of a business and political takeover. Again, violence is still something that can occur. Sometimes removing a few knotty problems requires the use of a pry bar and a hammer.
I was more
Not very
concerned really about the mortal population and the shovelheads that we are still trying to deal with in some parts of the
No.
city that are left over.
No.
All right.
No, you would not need to worry about that with our families. We treat humans very differently than the Sabat do. I cannot speak for the ministry, but from what I understand, they would see it much as our family does, that humans are a resource, and you do not spend a resource stupidly.
So then, yeah, it makes a lot of sense to right now shore up the financial
See.
aspects of it. So,
See.
yeah.
The political aspects. This may be why there are Putinescas in North Vancouver. They may be the first steps. In which case, the taking care of these businesses and a few other things will also free up income streams to make sure that the wonderful thing about my family is money talks very loud, as does political power. Putinescas don't tend to favor the political side of things, so all we need to do is make sure that we can outbid anyone else, and they may, not a guarantee, but they may be more easily handled.
Okay, understood. Storyteller,
That's me.
I'm right. Has Jude ever been to the casino here? I don't
I
think
don't
so,
believe
but I
so.
can't remember.
No.
Okay. I was just curious. Okay. I was like, I don't think I have. Yeah, first time to the casino, so I mean, knowing Lilu, I'm sure I'm interested to see what's going
Ostentatious.
on now. Yeah, that.
It would be
Yeah, that.
interesting to see what has been happening in the weeks, months since Senior Lilu left us.
And Jude's mind, I think, does perhaps wander to Cassandra in that moment. And Lex has told me that Cassandra is still sending Jude dead roses to the chantry.
Yep. So,
And so Jude, yeah.
on
ahead.
that note, it's just about time to have a bit of a break before the limo pulls off in the direction of Park Casino. So, come on back in about 7 minutes, everybody. Grab yourself a snack, grab some water, grab a liquid refreshment of some kind, whatever you want to do, and there's going to be probably a bit of an exciting second half. So, we will see you in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Now that I've turned off the AC. So they are all in the limo. I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of changing into outfits along the way. So
It's gonna be tough for Jude.
yeah.
That's gonna be a real slapstick show there.
And Vincent, because I think they're like about the same height, maybe a little taller.
Yeah. And they're headed to Park Casino. Park Casino is an actual location if anybody was to check the Google Maps. It's spelled Parq Casino, and it is located downtown Vancouver, like deep in the heart of downtown Vancouver. And you can see it if you look at one of those kind of postcards that show you the way Vancouver looks over the water type thing. It is right beside the sports stadium, that actually both sports stadiums that have all the various professional sports leagues that are in Vancouver. And it is a gigantic bronze monstrosity. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But there is a way your driver would have known to, once you kind of go a certain way and you turn a little bit, you can actually, there's a driveway to pull up to the actual like front of the casino, of which there is a large kind of chrome looking panda statue that is out front, and it is a kind of casino-ish looking front area. There's valets that are there to park cars, etc., and there are people there to open doors, make sure that you're situated and know where you're going. What is everyone doing when the limo pulls up?
Senior Strickland, if you would be so kind as to do what you do best, we are going to want to speak with the management.
Absolutely.
That is likely where we will find the remnants of Senor Lilu's organization.
Shall I clear a path?
In a very friendly way.
Absolutely. So I'm going to get out of the car.
Okay.
I guess with Diana. Actually, I will send Diana with Duran because she's my finance. And I'm going to turn on the charm.
The charm, I'm
So
assuming.
nobody's in range, so you're not going to get hit with it.
The charm TM.
I can only assume that you mean presence. Let me just look up that rule. Which particular presence power?
Well, awe for now.
Okay, manipulation and presence.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going to do a roll. Nope, wrong box.
This is my
This
small
box.
dice.
Also, point of note, what is your humanity rating?
Oh, yeah, you're gonna hit me with that, are you? 4.
Damn right I am.
Fine. Do I have to like blush of life or whatever it is that?
It would be rouse, if anything.
Really?
Yes.
God damn it. A6.
Trying to find my folder with all the books and such. Nope, not that one, not that one, not that one. Where did that go? That's weird.
Two tens is 4 successes, yes?
2 10s would be 4 successes, yes.
Okay, just checking. Would you like me to take a picture of this roll?
Why not? Let's do that.
It's horrifying.
So, I'm going to do their roll. You know what? That's not half bad.
Yeah, you're not going to be 13th.
You're right. I got about half of that with 7 on 5 dice.
I rolled 6 10s.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm like, holy. Yeah, it's going to be one of those.
So
nights.
people are flocking to Mordecai, not away from.
That's the plan.
There's people who are offering you things like
So Mordecai with
Different
Mercedes
cards.
in tow, looking like $10 million. Basically, do my best level impression of Tony Stark, and just own the casino.
there's a lot of people that are crowding around wherever you happen to end up. What is the game of choice? What are you trying to
Roulette.
get? Roulette?
Yep.
That
It's
is
the best odds in the house.
That is on the 2nd floor. So you actually wait, hold on. That is on the 3rd floor. My bad. So you would go up several different flights of stairs.
Sure. Basically stopping on the way and sort of like playing a game, playing a table or something, doing a thing, getting attention, essentially.
That's just it, though. There really isn't anything along the way.
No.
Unless you
Alright then.
specifically go out of your way to go another way. like
Onto
you
the
would-
floor and then sort
Yeah.
of circuit around.
You would go up a flight of stairs to get to the casino proper, and then from there, it's a kind of a long stretch up to another escalator to bring you up to the 3rd floor. And then from there, it's the poker room would be on the right, and then the roulette tables would be kind of straight ahead. If I remember
no, we'll just
correctly,
take it straight up. We'll just go
Storyteller
straight up.
Steve didn't work there or anything. You know, it's. So that happens, and then like people are kind of breaking off from the stuff on the 2nd floor to go to like they're kind of following the crowd
and I'm doing that whole thing where I win and everybody gets something, sort of thing. So everybody's sort of enticed to stay. Not that I'm not already beautiful.
Hey,
Oh,
go buy
speaking
yourself
of,
something
wait,
nice.
wait, I forgot that. 14 successes.
For
I
what?
forgot I was pretty. I forgot I was pretty.
Okay.
So I get that extra die.
Okay. So that happens, and by the time everybody else comes out of the
The casino's
limo,
like half empty.
yeah, there seems to be a large crowd on the third floor, but on the second floor there doesn't really seem to be all that much. And while their eyes follow you, the dealers that are on the second floor, mostly blackjack and a bunch of other kind of minor table games, they
Value
are
their jobs too much.
they are loving you because they don't have to deal with half the amount of stupid that they usually would at this
And I'm
particular
tipping
point.
like a crazed maniac.
Yeah. So,
Because they share their tips.
what is everyone else doing? They do, in fact, share their tips. Can confirm.
I think Jude is probably. I think the goal was to speak to the management, so I think that Jude is pretty much following Duran to go and find that and be there for that.
And everyone else? Abigail? Vincent?
Abigail's joining. Yeah, well, joining Jude and Duran, because
She doesn't want to get hit with the
no,
oblong.
because she knows the odds. So yeah.
I will
Nice,
join
nice. The
Done-
odds.
Done some
the
math.
prince. I will join the prince. In
Okay.
that part. He's just here. He's just smiling like, wow.
Duran, where are you going?
So yeah, giving Mordecai a good lead ahead, and then after they've kind of like meandered off in the crowd, the amoeba people has gone inside. Well, the rest of us will exit the limo, and Duran will take Prince Jude's arm and look at Mordecai's ghoul and say, "If you would be so kind as to just follow." With me, if you would be so kind.
She hooks your arm. I imagine.
Senora Duncan, and we shall go and have a chat with some people. And the nice thing is, with the crowd following so closely, it's much easier to spy out who works there because they are stuck at their stations.
They
So
are,
look,
in
look
fact,
for
stuck
somebody
at the...
who is pit boss level, well suited, handling things and approach them with it. Excusing.
For Park, so when you walk up the first flight of stairs to the second floor, you would basically look over to the left of where you are walking in from. There's there's security there. They're kind of giving you the once over. They don't really interrupt you or let you or try to interrupt in anything you're doing. They just kind of take note of you and kind of they do the clicker thing. You would walk over to there's a table that's kind of looking directly at where you're walking from, and then there are kind of tables that are behind them on either side. So it's kind of like a shape that you would kind of go around if you want to play certain table games. There's somebody at each table that are dressed in the white dress shirt, vest, kind of standard casino fare for an employee. And then for every 2 or 3 tables, there seems to be somebody behind them in suits. And yeah, I'm assuming that's one of the ones you walk up to.
Yep. So stroll up to one of the ones in suits and say, "Excusing, we are looking for the casino manager, whoever is on duty this evening."
I can call them. Is there a problem?
Grazie. No, there is not a problem. It is a business thing. Let them know that Duran Giovanni and Jude Strickland, Jude Duncan, are here to see them. If you would be so kind.
Okay. All right. Give me one minute, sir, and then
Oh, most certainly. There is no rush.
they go off to an actual corded phone, hammer in a few numbers. Looks like they're talking for a couple minutes, and then they come back. Yeah, they'll be right down. There's just there's a situation on the third floor that we kind of have to keep an eye on. You know the drill.
Bueno, grazie. Si, I do know. We are part of the situation on the third floor.
Oh, interesting.
We don't like crowds.
Right. Okay. So you want to talk to them about that crowd and
Well, among other things. Si.
okay. Probably about half an hour later. It's gonna take a while.
Would it help if I entrance the guy and just send him away?
Not really, because they're not actually interacting with you.
Oh yeah, so I wouldn't know who it is.
They're
They're just
keeping
standing.
an
They're all,
eye on
they're
the
all like
situation.
security is just around them watching.
Yeah, there's a bit more
7,000 cameras.
Increased security presence in Mordecai's area because with that much of a crowd in that area, they will definitely keep an eye on things.
Security titans for celebrities.
That, and there is an actual rule in the British Columbia casinos where you're not allowed to pass chips. So a large crowd of people that are basically shoulder to shoulder is definitely going to have a large presence of security, either watching it via security monitor or keeping an eye on it in person. So eventually somebody comes down, a shorter lady with like olive skin. She comes walking up to, like, she doesn't actually interact with Duran as of yet or anyone in the vampire group. She comes around to kind of away from you and talks to the pit for a couple seconds. And then she comes over to the four of you and is like, hi, my name's Mel. Jack here said that you wanted to speak with me. Is everything all right? How is your evening going? How's the table treating you?
See, the evening is going quite well, but we have business to speak with the upper management here about debts owed by a Senor Connor Lilu, who was the owner of the casino.
Okay. So I guess you haven't necessarily heard then.
Heard what?
We're under new management.
See, we would speak with that new management.
I'm the management representative. Like, what would you need specifically?
Is there an office in which we can speak?
Yes, but current like that we can't allow anyone off the floor to interact with said office.
Might I ask why? That's very unusual. This is not business you would want us to be speaking with here publicly.
It's a security issue.
Well, if you would like, we can speak publicly here of debts and death and certain laws being broken, but there are many ears around here, and rumor is going to run rampant very quickly, negatively impacting your business. So
no idea about deaths or debts or anything.
I understand. This is why we are here.
Management representative.
See. This is why I said we would like to speak with management. Put yourself forward. I have asked for privacy. You have requested a public discussion. So it's going to get very loud and nasty very quickly. I apologize for that.
I activate all.
Okay. That would be a manipulation and presence roll.
'Cause this is. I'm a surge. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Extra dice. You said presence?
Manipulation and presence, yes.
Okay.
And I'll give Mel a roll. Might as well. Yeah, you probably
Critical.
beat her.
4, 5,
You
6,
probably
7,
beat her
8.
just with that.
8.
Yeah. She's like, oh, and what about your friends here?
Hello, it's nice to meet you. My associate here is speaking quite true facts. We'd rather not have this discussion in public. It seems to be a room is available.
I wouldn't want to have it in public either, but I just can't. There's certain rules that we have to abide by in the casino.
He'll take a step towards her. Why is that, darling? What's going on?
Because it's the rules, and
you can't just, bend it just a little bit, not break it. Just bend it so we can have a private discussion and talk.
I can't.
You sure?
Yeah.
So I'm going to slip out that piece of ID that I crafted games ago.
Okay.
It says, and I forget which branch it was. It was the Italian, basically the Italian version of CSIS.
Okay.
And just do a quick flip and say, so what is it preventing us from speaking in private?
That's a nice ID. I've never seen one like that before, but yeah, it's just the law. Like I can't have anybody from the floor here in the back to talk with any of our managers. They're pretty strict on that.
Okay, at this point, we're gonna use the pendant to rationalize the mesmerization so that she is indeed going to take us to the highest manager in the building, which would be a manipulation. Well, first of all, to rouse for my manipulation.
Abigail, you were about to say something?
I was just wondering, mesmerize is only limited by the fact that the person that you're mesmerizing can't be harming, like can't be putting themselves into harm's way by fulfilling the action that you're giving them. Is that the limitation, or is it more than that? Oh, okay.
Yep. So yes. So rouse for the and succeeded on the mesmerize as well. So that is.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
Yeah, it's not a bad number. It's a number that I will happily accept. Oh, I don't need to blow willpower tonight. Thank you very much.
I could have blown willpower.
So that'll give me 5 successes. That's not bad.
She's looking at you as you give these particular orders, and she's like, all right, if you'd all follow me.
Grazie. This is appreciated.
And she leads you through the kind of different table games that are there. The second floor, you have to go through a massive amount of like kind of one-arm bandit type slot machines and a bunch of like the large displayed slot machines, the digital ones that have like Big Bang Theory and a bunch of other like kind of pop culture, Sphinx, etc. references, cartoons and stuff going on them. to a door, and she kind of swipes the keypad on it, and it unlocks, and she pushes it open. She brings you all through, and then you kind of go through a certain area, and she's actually stopped by security several points. She's like, oh, it's okay, they're with me. And then she brings you up a set of stairs, which were not designed necessarily for... They don't seem like they were designed for people moving. It seems like they were designed for like a fire escape. And she brings you up into the next kind of level, and she walks you down a series of different corridors, and she knocks on the door of what it says manager, and you hear, yes? Yeah, there's some people here to see you, and the door flings open pretty much right away, and somebody is like just absolutely livid, and it's a woman who has like blondish hair. She's dressed in a suit, and she's like, why are you bringing people here? This is... You're gonna lose your job. I hope you realize that. And she is just tearing a strip up one side, down the other from this lady. She's like, who are these people? What do you want?
Storyteller, from
That's me.
our first observations, can we tell if the blonde lady is in fact kindred or kind?
Are you checking?
I would love to check.
What are you using to check?
Her
Um,
eyes.
well, my eyes, and yeah, that's about it. My eyes.
What do your
'cause
vampire eyes see?
My sense the unseen would not
eyes.
do that.
They would, actually.
Okay. Well, I mean, sense the unseen technically. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it would. So
Yeah, it'll
let's
give
do
you the
that then.
aura.
Yeah. Okay. So wits and resolve. Resolve and aspects, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me put together the.
Resolve specs. So anyway, she's continuing to, let's say, not let this person know that they've made a mistake. They're just completely and utterly, like, practically firing them right on the spot.
Okay.
Entrancement.
Okay. That works too.
4 successes. This particular person has a paler aura, but not necessarily a pale aura that would denote someone as being kindred. Your guess would be either a very powerful thin blood or a ghoul.
Okay. And is Duran still trying to get her attention?
I believe Vincent was going to be mesmerizing
Entrancement.
or entrancing. One of the two.
Mhm.
It's a mid-level power.
Whatever.
Okay. While he's doing that, Abigail's going to kind of swish up to Duran just really quickly and go, she's not one of us. Or at least, not really.
Mostly not one of us.
Storyteller.
That's
What
me.
is the roll?
The roll for
I
entrancement.
think it is a rouse check, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, yes.
Okay, we
And
do
you
that.
kicked in awe earlier, had you not?
Yes. Yes, I did.
So in that case, after the old rouse check, it will be a charisma plus presence plus presence.
Okay. I do get hungry. So charisma plus presence plus presence.
Correct.
Okay.
And you hear Vincent, you should probably just eat someone here. It's
It'll
fine.
probably be her.
You're in a casino, you
doesn't.
don't have to worry about it.
You know what? One of these, swap one of these out for a red one. Can I surge?
If you want,
Yeah, I
it's
feel like it.
it's entirely up
I'll
to
tempt the
you.
beast. Oh, okay. We're good.
Surge.
Yeah, blood surging. It's also that's the same as rousing the blood
Yeah,
to
round.
rouse an attribute.
Oh,
Critical 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah, it's
10.
way more than enough. Even with crits, she probably wouldn't be able to beat that.
Hey, sweetheart,
Hmm.
how about not eviscerating your employee for doing their job and invite us in so we can talk, please? She's not fired, okay? Chillax.
All right. Yeah, Mel, you can go. And then Mel scurries off.
Before Mel leaves, excuse me. If you would go downstairs, the big roller who is currently on your third floor, the center of the attraction, you cannot miss him. His name is Senor Mordecai Strickland. If you could ask him to join us up here and lead him to this office, that would be greatly appreciated.
That, considering the amount of crap she just got, that will require another roll for the dominates.
Certainly.
Is she letting us walk in?
Roused well.
Once this particular roll
Okay.
is over, yeah, she will be kind of
Okay.
bringing you into the office.
Or that would be 4 successes.
4 successes. Yeah,
Yes.
that's probably easy enough. She's like, "Oh yeah, sure, okay," and then she kind of scurries off.
Grazie.
Please have a seat. I don't really have that many seats here for
That's perfectly
everybody.
fine. Where do you sit at, darling?
I sit over here at the desk.
Okay. Jude, Prince, he is going to pull the lady's chair out. Have a seat.
Jude does sit down and kind of crosses her legs.
All right, I'll stand. Mr. Giovanni, Abigail, you're welcome to sit. Abigail, why don't you have a seat here and I'll pull a chair out.
Abigail doesn't fight. She just sits.
Okay.
Bueno, so might I know who we are speaking with? Your name, please.
My name's Monica.
Monica. How long have you been working with the casino, Monica?
It's been about a month or so that I've been here.
So you are not in the employ of Senor Lilu?
No,
the
that
previous
was, from what I understand, he disappeared, and someone else purchased the location.
See, so who is it that you are working for?
Well, I don't know if this is their real name. Kind of seems a little bit fake, but it's Augustus Putinesca.
Interesting. Putneska. It's entirely possible that Augustus is indeed his first name. It is also entirely possible that it is a bit of a joke made at the expense of the family. Putnescas are a branch of family much older that have deeper ties into certain things. The family name, you may have heard it from their lips, you may not have, is Giovanni. The Putinescas tend to work with or for the Giovannis. By the way, I'm being extremely rude. Now, allow me to introduce Jude Duncan, Senor Abigail, Senor Vincenzo, and my name is Duran Giovanni. So when I hear that Putinescas are operating in the city and the family has not told me, I become a little concerned and somewhat irate.
Okay. You can definitely tell that she's like, a lot of this is kind of
absolutely confused.
glossing over, like she doesn't understand why you're telling her all of this necessarily.
So, how often do you meet with Senior Augustus Puttanesca?
Well, he's here in the building now, but
Oh, is he?
He is.
mhm.
Bueno, that is wonderful. Are you able to ask him to join us?
I suppose.
That would be
Come on, ask him
Wonderful.
to join us.
And she picks up the phone, dials a few numbers. She's like, yeah. Yes, I understand. I will deal with Mel. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a bit weird. Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. And she puts her hand over the phone. And she turns to you guys and says, he'd like to not meet in person. He would like to talk to you via conference call type thing, if you would like.
no, that is not acceptable. What is acceptable is we meet in person, and you can quote me, we burned this fucking place down about his ears.
Okay. Yeah, did you get that? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll let them know. And she hangs up. And she's like, yeah, he said no. So, yeah, he...
Abigail is just getting like so agitated by this. Like she's trying to keep her calm, but she's getting agitated because she's just like so she's going to try to dominate, mesmerize, manipulate and dominate. And I'm going to rouse my manipulation if that's okay.
Sure.
Monica's brain goes squish.
And if anybody who has that power wants to join me, and then just in case this fails,
Can I? I don't know exactly how that.
Yeah,
I don't
you
have
can't
mesmerize.
really assist with that.
no, I'm
Not
just saying
necessary.
backup. Just have it
You can roll
prepped.
with advantage.
just-
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's no
Okay,
rolling with advantage in Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh,
No
yeah.
rolling advantage in Vampire.
There should be. There should be. So I roused my I roused my manipulation, but I of course got hungrier.
Let me just
So
stick
that's
my
fun.
fingers into your brain. Anybody else want in? Like, there's a whole bunch of fingers in there messing shit up.
Entranced by me and now having her brain squished by Abigail.
Yep. It's probably around this point that Mordecai would have been told by Mel, like, yeah, you can come with me. Your friends are in the back room.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm on a streak, but
And there's like an from everybody.
I mean, now I'm not familiar with the laws. Am I allowed to pass hand directly, or do I got to put all my chips on the table for people to pick up one by one?
You're not actually allowed to pass chips at all, sir.
Oh, can I cash them out and just pass the money around?
If you want.
Let's do that. Everybody wins at the casino. It's Mordecai night. And raucous cheer.
Yeah, they're
I assume.
taking you, collecting your chips and taking you over to the
Sure.
To the cash, which is conveniently
Which is
located.
I'm like swarmed
right
by like
there.
4 security.
Yeah, there's a lot of security that's around.
So cash out the chips and then basically sort of do a little quick round. Everybody gets like $100 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever. It's money.
And then they lead you into the back room.
And I wander down.
So, Abigail, how did that roll go?
The 6.
6 successes.
And what are you telling this particular person to do?
Take us to Augustus Putneska right now.
I don't know where he is.
Didn't you just say he was in the building?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know where he is.
Find Augustus Putneska and bring us to him.
She's going to try to find Augustus Putineska, but it's probably not going to work out in her favor. And that's when Mordecai comes walking in.
Hey, what did I miss?
Senior,
Who's that?
It turns out that since Senior Lilu has left, the casino has been taken over not by any member of his family, but by some Putneskets.
Hey, isn't that the family name that
See.
we were talking about before?
See.
How coincidental.
See, and this person who manages the, potentially owns, but at least runs the casino now, Augustus Putneska, and at some point I will explain to all of you how that is a very poorly done joke, if that is not his real name, has decided he would not meet with us in person. Obviously because he knows that we are going to strong arm him a little bit. So the decision made was we meet in person or we burn the entire place down. So far we are leaning towards the second option.
Be a shame.
See, I like the place, but it's a Camarilla city.
I just have to look something up quick because I have no idea.
Has Monica left the room?
She's not. She's actually on the phone, stressing out hard, trying to find where Augustus Putineska is.
Is the assumption, storyteller, based on British Columbia laws that there's pretty much cameras everywhere in this casino, including, offices of management,
Mm-hmm.
including
Nice.
like the office of Augustus Putneska?
You'd have to find it.
All right.
You're a fine girl.
Okay, while they're doing their thing, Abigail is going to quickly open up her laptop, make a hotspot, and start breaking into the
I mean, the casino has
Security
Wi-Fi
system.
if you really wanted it.
Yeah, no. I mean, if I could break into their router, okay, never mind. Okay. But she's gonna basically try and figure out where he is based on the cameras, because the cameras are probably labeled. She can probably figure out based on where the camera locations are, which one it is. So
Intelligence and technology.
It's going to take you
Yeah.
a while. There's a lot of cameras.
There is a lot of cameras.
yeah, and just for the sake of doing this, since I like to live dangerously, I'm going to rouse my intelligence.
Also, via
I pa-
BC law,
Passed.
every table
I passed.
has at least one camera on it from several angles.
I passed my rouse check.
Storyteller.
That's me.
So Mordecai was on the third floor doing
Correct.
his thing.
You
And
are now.
we are on.
Yet you are now in the back room of the third floor because you were taken up a flight of stairs in the back room area.
Oh, so they would have walked past me.
No,
Okay.
they went to the back room and then they went
yeah, they went.
up a different flight of stairs. So you're also on the third floor, but you're in the back room area of the third floor.
I'm just trying to cheese my aspects somehow to figure this out. I don't know if I can though.
I'd summon him, but I haven't met him yet.
And I could share the senses, but I also haven't met him yet.
Correct.
How
well.
far is it between Jude in this room and the crowd that Mordecai had previously cultivated?
It's pretty far, actually.
It's pretty far.
Yeah.
Okay, then all right.
Yeah. Once Mordecai went into this particular back room, it's probably a good 20, 30 meters to get to just the hallway where the office would be.
Okay.
Plus, that crowd is now dispersing.
Six successes.
6 successes.
I burned a willpower.
It's gonna take a while. There are a lot of cameras in this place.
Yeah, okay.
And for the most part, a lot of the cameras are focused mainly on the casino.
I can probably zoom through the bits that I know look like casino, like just swipe right kind of thing. Basically through all the ones that look like they've got,
Yeah.
slot machines and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
The ones that don't look like casino stuff, they seem kind of like standard hotel / casino type, hallways and stuff like that. There doesn't seem to be anything
Ceiling
amiss. Yeah, they're the little
And
ceiling bubble cameras.
would we like just by nature like, okay, this casino's been here, like would we get any sense where like the owner's like area would be? Like would we have any idea about that?
There really isn't an owner's area necessarily. It's more if someone was there, they would be in the hotel portion of the casino / hotel.
Okay.
So, what is Baron Vincent doing during this time when everybody's clacking away at keyboards and trying to stress out a casino employee?
Can I tap her and say, where's Mel?
Mel went back out on the floor.
While you're doing that, can you call her up here?
I guess. And then she like hangs up the phone because she was just about to dial another number, picks it up, and then dials a number. It's like, Mel, can you come in here? Thanks.
Prince, my liege.
Yes.
Do you want me to do anything for you while we're here? If we are going to possibly burn this bitch down, what do you want to do with her?
I don't care. I don't care.
Wonderful.
I mean, not right now. I'm trying to figure out because he was already on the phone there.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's been tipped off now that he's being like looked for. So I don't know like how fast this guy can go, where he's going, and where he even started. So I'm trying to think of some way about how to locate him. Like none of my things are coming in handy except for me like crawling along outside of the building and try to look in some windows. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't think it's necessary.
No, and it'd probably take way too long.
Yeah, and probably, a big breach.
Yeah,
They
well.
Oh, okay, cool. You want to check any of this desk drawers to see what's in them? Probably find some booking or banking information or something.
Okay, yeah. Let's investigate what's in here, what's in the desk or the items or info in this room. Yeah, let's do that.
There really isn't that much. Like, there's filing cabinets, but they seem to be all kind of employee, like files, stuff like that. The desk itself is kind of Spartan. Like, there's the junk drawer that has like the spare pens and paper clips, etc.
What's the file on Mel's setting? Is my Mel's file in here?
You do eventually find it, yeah. So it'd be like model employee, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Anything cool?
Not really.
Married, kids?
Married, but no kids.
Okay.
Also, my question here is, and I guess Jude just doesn't care at this point. Who does Monica belong to?
Mm-hmm.
That's my question.
That is actually a fairly easy answer to ascertain. So,
Okay.
While Monica is busy with the phone, Duran's going to step up in front of the desk and say, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
sit." And I'm gonna use dominate and mesmerize.
Easy enough to do.
Again.
That poor girl.
Yeah, you're gonna crush her well easily.
Info dump.
Yeah, oh, that's a very nice rouse check that was.
Sarah, the player, wants to make so many Uncle Augie jokes, but Jude doesn't know anything about that.
6,
So I
7,
can't
8,
do it.
9.
It's driving me insane.
9 successes as he pulls out a penknife and slides it along the base of his hand and puts it against her mouth and says, "Drink."
Okay. And then she drinks.
She belongs to me now. Or, well,
Yep.
we're going to start
Fait
this.
accompli.
So once she's had, that taste enough to start the process, to fight against her bond with the Putinesca.
Miss Abigail.
Sit, wrap my hand
Yes.
in a handkerchief.
Yes, Baron.
I see you're on there doing your techie thing.
Yes.
Are there cameras in this office?
There are.
Well, yes, that's what I've been checking. But also, storyteller, I rolled 7 successes on once again a technology and intelligence roll. I'm actually trying to break into the switchboard system to see when she called the Monsieur Petinesca Augustus, which line and which location that is that she called.
That would have been to the sub basement.
Okay. And we know which room in the sub basement?
You do. And if
Okay.
you were to check the security cameras, there's a large bustle of people in trench coats that are essentially moving someone to a limousine at this point.
Great. I turn around to my compatriots. I basically just show my laptop. I'm like, there, basement, they are leaving. We need to get moving.
I'm down with that.
Unless somebody has a different idea. I mean, this could be a ploy. I am fully willing to admit that I have done the subterfuge, the whole, hide this person in, plain sight sort of thing. It's entirely possible that this is a ruse.
Okay.
But we might want to check.
Okay.
Can we get downstairs before they get out?
That is a good question. But there's also, if they are leaving in a limousine, there are only so many exits from the parking garage.
See, do we want to do things in public?
Can we shut the parking
yeah.
garage?
That is an excellent question. Storyteller,
Yo,
can Abigail shut down the parking garage?
Abigail
Let's just do
cannot
this.
shut down the parking garage.
Damn.
It is
Or
electric.
the doors to the parking garage.
It is electric, yes. It is connected to the phone or internet systems, no.
Okay. All right, storyteller, shot
That's
in the
me.
dark. Incorporeal passage. It says I have to move in a straight line. Can I move just straight line down? And just
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll allow it. Like, whichever
Fantastic.
direction you particularly choose, that's the direction you're going to go in until such time as you decide to stop moving.
Right. So then, okay. So before I do any of this, I'm going to look around and say, all right, remember that other time in the hotel where I like moved through the walls? I'm just going to do that, but go directly
Wait,
down.
you can do that?
Yes.
As a note,
But I probably should
though,
go now.
as a storyteller note, that makes you incorporeal, not invisible.
Yeah.
At this point, would Jude care?
That is up to Jude.
And I think she ultimately like is kind of like questioning that because then everybody.
Okay, we can go after him and force a confrontation now, or let him run. The casino is ours, and we will end up with a confrontation at a different time and place.
Right, that's true.
Tick
Would there be
tock,
some way
tick
to
tock.
ultimately smoke him out if we don't have a confrontation now?
Monica, would you be able to phone Senor Augustus Nesca and put him on a voice thing so that we could all hear him through the phone?
Like a speakerphone.
See.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can probably do that. She, like, picks up the phone, dials. Hello? Yeah, it's Monica. Okay. Yeah, they want to speak to you. Okay, I'm just gonna put you on speaker, and then she hits a button and hangs up. Yes.
Senor Putnescu.
Speaking.
See, it is a pleasure to meet you in a way. My name is Duran Giovanni. Am I
Heard
going
him.
to have to? Am I going to have to call Venice? That
You
is
can-
my first question.
You can call them if you want.
Oh no! Do not chuckle. This is not a joke. If I call them, it's going to be for very serious internal family matters.
Yeah, probably.
See,
Like I said, Mr. Giovanni, you can call them if you wish. I am no longer
Not playing ball.
agent of Venice.
oh bueno. That makes it an even easier thing to ask when I call, just to have additional resources to make sure that you are taken care of. May I ask who you are now an agent of?
You may.
It wasn't a rhetorical question. Don't be pedantically stupid.
I am now a member of the Independent Alliance.
Ah, see, I've heard of this independent alliance.
You should consider joining.
We have our own.
Not when these actions speak so loudly about the fact that you would not approach a family member in the city, but would only offer membership when that family member seemed to pose a threat to you.
That's the way we do things, isn't
I
it?
am not impressed. No, that is not the way we do things. We make the offers first, out of respect. I am not seeing or hearing a whole lot of respect going on here, Senor Pugliese.
And do you perhaps forget to do something when you entered the city?
No.
Well, if he's independent, he's not going to care to do that.
Do you have all of the anarchs declare themselves and swear fealty to you?
They have their own power structure. This independent alliance is a new power structure, and therefore it benefits from the advantages of being a new power structure, the fact that people do not know a lot about it, but it also suffers from the disadvantages of being a new power structure. It has weaknesses right now.
You're stepping on turf that's already occupied. You're in a snake hole that
See,
has a snake in it already.
it's not just the turf. You're stepping on toes
Indeed.
of members of the same families that this independent alliance declares itself of. Now, when you step on Ventru toes or Toreador toes, I don't care a lot. But when you step on my toes, considering that there is a close relationship, whether you would like to acknowledge it or not, there are issues. And I have no doubt that if there are members of the ministry in the city working with you, they are stepping on Senior Strickland's toes, who has been here for quite some time. And when you don't show respect to your elders, do not expect your elders to show respect to you.
Too true. However, again, I am not a part of that power structure.
And
So I
that's-
don't need to bend the knee.
Again, it's not a bending of the knee, it's a shaking of the fucking hand. And the fact that you do not understand this, and I get it, the Putinescus work a little differently, so do all of the family branches. We all have our own little things. But at the moment, I would recommend that you do get in the limo and you do continue to whatever bolt hole you have arranged. I would also recommend that you do not return to this casino.
You see,
When you have decided that you are man enough to approach me as a compatriot with respect, then I will show you respect back and we can discuss things from here. But in the meantime, keep going.
it's interesting you should mention the limo. I too notice things. You should probably get whoever's checking on the limo to check on your own limo.
Are we going to play I'll threaten you, you'll threaten me, blah, blah, blah?
Oh, you've
That's
already
really
threatened my business interests.
No, I do not make threats. I make promises. It's a little different. We are taking action. This is not a threat. This is an activity.
And so am I. It was a
What
nice
exactly
limo.
do you want?
I just wish to do business.
You didn't go through the right channels.
Exactly.
I don't have to go through
Signore.
your channels. Again, do you have anarchs bend the knee? And then there's a hangout.
You do.
This is business, though. Also,
no, he
like,
just hung up.
He just hung up.
fucking
Oh.
hell.
It's okay.
So, Abigail, what is this about the limo?
I mean, I don't have an eye on our limo. I don't know what I'm assuming Mercy has been keeping an eye on,
Mercy's here with us.
or not Mercy. Okay, where did we leave? Did we just leave the limo at valet?
Yeah, we're not taking the limo
parking?
back.
No.
Okay.
We can write it down.
No, I said that out of character because I thought that we left somebody with the limo. Okay, but if we didn't, that's fine. Honestly, I don't know if something happened to. I was busy looking for him. I was not checking on our limo because I didn't realize that it was not secure. But
It should probably
Well,
be
def-
okay. Daddy Morbucks has more money than anything, so
If he
Well,
detonates an explosive and blows up my limousine, he's going to damage the internal structure of the building.
Yeah, see, and he's going to bring the authorities down on the place.
The
Currently,
entire place will be destroyed.
well, currently it's more of an issue for him than it is for us. Currently, and we will take care of that.
out of character for the storyteller,
That's me.
does Abigail still see the limo that was in the sub basement in the parking garage? Does she still see it there?
It is gone.
It is gone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
And just to check in with everybody, we got a little intense there. Is everybody good?
oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He sounds like a right old asshole. Has Mel made it back?
Senora Monica, actually, I'm not even going to ask Duran. She's going to pick up the phone and dial a well-known, memorized number that he knows.
Okay.
And say, "Un momento, let me get in touch with Dennis." It is day sleep for them right now, but I'm sure I will be able to arrange a callback.
You get the usual Giovanni switchboard.
Greetings. It is Duran Giovanni of Vancouver.
Right. You got the messages we sent you over, right? Let me just check your file here.
See, I did. I got some very excellent information, if basic. But then again, I would understand we don't have a lot of information for dispersal at the moment. The information was requested because they have become a problem for the family. If I could arrange for the highest member that would be able to contact me at a suitable time when our night times mesh, or perhaps if you have a family member in the north, somewhere in North America, I would like to discuss our stand on this.
Okay. Yeah, this may take a little bit of time because we're kind of we're a little understaffed here at the moment, and it seems to be getting worse.
See, I understand. Just let them know that the longer it takes, the more bodies we're going to have to take care of.
I can tell them, but yeah, there's that independent alliance thing that's happening.
See.
Yeah, that's why we're understaffed.
See.
That's why it's getting worse.
See, I understand. Grazie. Just pass this on.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, I can.
Appreciate it.
Storyteller, quick question.
That's me.
In my texts and messages from my family,
right?
Was there ever a name mentioned?
There was,
particularly in regards to Hesha specifically.
There was not.
Shit.
It was just the child of Hesha that.
He only has one.
Does he?
As far as I know.
Hmm.
With my stupid amounts of lore sheet. I might have to go read my books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, storyteller, I also have a question. Is it possible that at any point during Jaw's tenure in the coterie, did he leave Jude or any of us any information about his police contacts?
I don't believe so, actually.
Womp womp. Okay. What was my other idea?
Note to self, contact Prince.
Fair enough.
Has Mel come back?
Mel has come back, yeah.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Good. Kind of worried about my job a little bit, but
I think
good.
you'll be fine.
So, you wanted to talk to me?
Yes, I did. Where are you guys' restrooms, water closets at?
We've got stuff for the employees back here, and we've got stuff out front.
Where's the one in here?
It's just down the hallway here.
Oh, can you show it to me?
All right. And she's going to go show you where the washroom
Okay.
is.
I'll walk out with her. Restroom?
Sorry?
Restroom?
Oh, yeah. This one. It's kind of a unisex washroom back here.
Yeah. Come in with me.
All right. She goes in.
Okay, I'll close the door. I'm gonna feed.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that one dot and then close the wound. I'm like, oh, needed that. Also, and just bloop.
Boop.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, should anything happen, you'll let me know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have your number?
Yeah. And she has like a pocket she opens up, and she's got cards.
Okay. You want to invite me over for dinner sometime?
Oh, sure. What do you like? What do you like to eat?
Really, really like smothered chicken.
All right.
Yeah, we'll set it up. And he'll like kind of give her like a hug and tell her, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna lose your job. I'll make sure of that.
Okay, that's good. I was really worried.
No, you're gonna be fine, dear. And it's like you're gonna go back to work, okay?
Okay.
And I'll go back to the room and you'll see him. So, Mr. Giovanni, Prince, are we burning this bitch down or what are we doing?
Un momento. Monica, could you give us the room, please?
Sure. And she
Crisis,
leaves. Like her brain's already been turned to mush. She's
Mhm.
yeah.
Grazie. So close the door when she leaves and turn around. And I'm going to smile at Vincent.
Mhm.
And both rouse checks passed. My shadow gets a lot bigger and aura of decay. So I turn like a corpse white and you can feel the rot. And it will be, I'm going to look at you and go, did you feed off Mel?
You're asking me a serious question?
C. I am asking you a very serious question, Barone Vincenzo. And I am expecting the honest truth. Did you feed off Mel?
Yes, I did.
Did you do anything else, perhaps, beyond the entrancement?
No.
I'm going to use insight to figure out whether he's covering up or not.
That'll be a wits and insight,
Perception.
and for Baron Vincent, let's go for a charisma or manipulation and
Do you
persuasion.
have subterfuge anymore?
There is no subterfuge.
Yeah, there is.
What? Yes, there is.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
What?
Okay, there it is.
I was gonna
What do
say
you want me to do?
specialized it.
Yeah, if you want subterfuge,
You said charisma or
charisma or manipulation.
okay. And subterfuge. I will. Okay. We're good. God damn it. Messy critical. 4 plus 6, 7.
Duran.
Oh, sorry. That was 8.
He's sort of holding something back.
Okay. I'm just going to look at him for a moment and go. The first rule is 1, we don't shit where we eat. You've probably heard this rule before. We do not
I
eat.
have.
We do not feed in our businesses. This is becoming one of our businesses. We don't feed here.
Okay.
Rule number 2 is we trust each other completely and we are honest with each other. And I am not feeling that you are. I
Okay.
had a talk months ago when I joined this coterie about having each other's backs. And if you do not have our backs, things go very, very poorly. Now, I understand anarchs do things a little differently than the Camarilla do. You're a member of this coterie now. I fully expect you to act and behave as if you are a member of this coterie. You do not cut out one of the weaker ones and take them off to feed and do whatever else you have done. If I discover that she is feeding you information, then she will disappear and you will not appreciate when I actually get angry. I am understood, see?
Sure, Mr. Giovanni. Aren't
We all stand together or we all burn individually. And I don't know
Sure.
about you. I'm not big on burning.
Nor am I. It's not a fun way to have that happen.
When? So as this occurs, if we take over other businesses, as we go and do business in other places, should you feel the urge to stroll off separately with any of the humans,
Hmm.
that will be taken as a you do not have our back and you cannot be trusted situation. And we are beyond just letting you go back to Surrey.
I'm sorry?
We are beyond just allowing you to go back to Surrey. We are here to help you and to strengthen what you have. But you are here to do the same in exchange, as I understood it. Bueno, I am glad that you understand. I appreciate that. Every now and then, I have to get a little angry, and I would apologize for it, except for the fact that it is the way that we are.
Sure.
Now, we shall continue taking over this business and cutting out Senior Putinenska as best we are able to. Senior Strickland and I will handle the financial side of things. Now that we have Monica, we will see where it goes from here. We will make sure that the Camarilla gets their cut of this business. From here, we will continue to pursue this independent alliance and its members in the city. My suggestion is we deal with them harshly.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew a little more about the origin of the alliance, or like what exactly. I guess it's all just power and territory and typical kindred things. Uh but yeah, I mean, we can't, if there's already a spread of it, we can't let it spread here too.
See,
So North Van next.
I had a couple of other businesses on my list to check into. We could do that first and then go to North Van and see if they've stuck their annoying little fingers into other places.
The night is still young.
Yeah, I mean, we are already on this business kick, so maybe
Yeah.
do that first. But I would like to leave here now, if we could.
See,
Okay.
I'm thinking
Cool.
back to Sandwich to regather our thoughts, or did we want to call it a night and take care of personal business and reconvene tomorrow night? or did we want to go on to another business?
Storyteller, what time is it?
It's probably getting around 2 in the morning.
Yeah, this is pretty
yeah,
late.
even a little late for the clubs.
I need to. I need to eat. Let's just put it that way. So if we could continue this, since I don't think we can achieve much else tonight, if we could move this until tomorrow, the pursuit of the rest of the alliance, that would be preferable, so that I don't do something uncouth in my hunger.
Do we have a way back, or is the limo torched or something?
No, but I'm leaving
Question.
it here. I've seen enough mafia movies, and I'm not leaving. I'll have someone come by later and sweep the car.
This area is.
I'm getting picked.
quite-
I've arranged. We're getting picked up. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was going to say
Senor
there's tons of
Strickland has more
taxis.
than one limo.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Are you?
Limo number 2.
Yes. See, are you having the party limo sent this time?
Well, I mean, there's enough of us that yes, I might as well.
Party limo.
Bring in the party.
Have a quick soak before we get back.
Bueno. And as I open the office door so everyone can kind of leave, I'm going to walk beside Vincent and put my hand on his shoulder and kind of lean in and quietly say, next time you want to feed, don't mention the men's room. We're dead. We don't do that shit. And I mean that literally.
Wait, say that again?
Don't ask where the men's room is, the washrooms. We don't do that. That's an immediate tip-off.
He will kind of smile. I was like, I don't want everybody knowing I asked for her number to go out on a date. That's inappropriate. I do have some manners, being an
but
American.
not the men's room. There
You
are
want
dozens
this,
of different ways to. That's what tipped me going to the men's room. Please.
In fact, I'm going to be honest. It was a unisex bathroom. There wasn't a men's room. I asked for a restroom, a water closet.
See, whatever color the horse is.
You, mauve. Sure. But
Oh, I
and
never
he will-
understood that color.
and he will kind of like, he was like, but she'd give me her number, and she's going to cook for me. I'm not going to eat.
It's unfortunate that she can't work here anymore.
Sure, well, that is, but
And then head out.
All right.
what's the car look like?
Are you popping by the other limo first?
Nope.
Okay.
Not even going anywhere near it.
Fair enough. I'll save that reveal for later. So on
He's
Rip to the
put
limo.
Nescas in the car
Rip
the
to the
whole
limo.
time.
yeah, he's like,
No!
where are you
Where'd they
guys? I was
go?
waiting here for
Waiting
the entire
for you.
waiting for the meeting. What did you guys wanted to meet me? Now you don't want to meet me.
Sitting here in your car.
Fucking
What the hell,
guys.
man.
Yeah, so on that particular note, now that everybody is piling into the party limo and waiting for the next evening after they feed, we can call this particular session to a close. So, thank you all for watching once again, and just do a quick vibe check, see if everybody's okay once again. Everybody's good? Okay. And yeah, we will get you over to Rolling D's 20s in just a few minutes to see everybody. Make sure you say, I don't even know what the raid call should be. What should we make that? Just say hi, Prince, or Moist when you go over there.
Jude is the real
Moist
prince.
heat.
Or
No,
just
I don't
Puttanesca.
endorse that.
Puttanesca.
I don't endorse that.
Or just
Puttanesca.
Puttanesca?
Puttanesca.
Puttanesca.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with Puttanesca as the raid call when you pop over there for their Philly by Night game, which is still going. So we're going to do some quick outros in the reverse order so you can find out where everybody is and where you can find them. Let's go with Cliff first.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. It's always wonderful seeing you all here and chatting with you in the chat. My name is Cliff. You can find me online, particularly Instagram is the Vintage GM or the Vintage Self for other stuff. But you'll see all of my what I'm doing and what's going on. I'm here for Saturdays for the takeover. We'll be coming back with Changing the Dreaming 20th, Toronto by Day, Tales from the Rookery, probably within the next month or so. For a new date and a new time. We're still discussing that. You can also find me on Tuesdays playing D&D as a thing-a-bob, Warforged something or other, over on Would Be Heroes every Tuesday night for a little live play at 8 or 9 p.m. EST. Check my information for that. Every second Sunday is Tucson by Night, where I play an atypical adventure over on Dark Sanded Tabletop. And we have some other interesting things coming down the pipe. Keep an eye out in the next month or two. You'll have seen the promo starting for Cliff's Moats Games, small games with big players. A series of vampire one-offs and a whole mess of other fun stuff. So just keep tuning into Vancouver by Night. They're amazing people with amazing stuff. That's all you need to know.
And Sarah.
Hey, I'm Sara. I played Prince Jude. You can find me on Twitter at MC I'm also a creative partner over at Martlet Games. The historical vampire chronicle 5th edition that I run called London's Bleeding is coming back for its second and final season. It premieres on Thursday, September 1st. I can't really explain how excited I am for you to see this season. It's been a wild ride. We basically have the whole thing filmed, so we're going to be able to get you out to see that very regularly on Thursdays. So you can find me over there as the ST. I'm a part of the Saturday Vampire Takeover as always. Other than that, just keep an eye on my Twitter to see what I'm doing. Oh, and I was the co-author and editor of a Storyteller Vault supplement for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition called Bloody Awful Business about the circulatory system. So we give a bit more life to the lore sheets that were originally found in the core for the CS. That has Thin Blood, alchemy formulae. It's got tons of NPCs with original artwork. And I wrote a little narrative story in it about the diary of one of the mortals involved in the circulatory system that I'm really proud of. So please check that out. We're a silver seller now. That's it for me.
And the Prince of London is always correct.
Oh, yeah, about that.
Mike.
Hey, folks. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, and CDN Captain America on Twitter, where I do mostly D&D stuff. Speaking of D&D, I am the unfortunate storyteller. The storyteller for the Would Be Heroes game on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern, where Senior Cliff and some other compatriots are in the midst of cleaning out a haunted abbey that's occupied, and it's a thing. But tune in. I guess you will have already seen it. It's when this goes live, so we're not sure exactly. And I'm sorry about Cliff's character. It's just sort of happened and was a terrible role. I don't know. So other than that, you can catch me here on the Vampire Takeover Saturdays, 3 p.m. PST. You can that's about it for me, actually. I've got some superhero stuff in the pipe, possibly, and from there we'll have to talk. I'll let you know when I find out.
And Joe.
Okay. Can I be heard? Can
Yeah.
you hear me? Okay, yes. Okay, cool. Something happened with the bud. Hey everybody, I'm Joe, better known as DJ Torador, Nullifinger on Twitter. Wow, that got intense, right? Playing Baron Vincent, the Anarch Baron of Surrey in British Columbia. I am. Am I? Do I have anything to plug? Yes, I do. So on Wednesdays, I will be playing um, a Ventru, a Viking Ventru named Jorvik, in Milwaukee by night. Um, it starts at 9 o'clock. I want to say Central Time. I'll figure it out, let you know. But socials or wherever, somewhere on there, hit me up for that.
What channel?
Oh, what channel? That is a good question. Let me check that really quickly because I did not have it on me at the offset, but I am so glad to be here because it has been an interesting journey this past this past couple of days. So I'm excited. Hold on, let me get that out to you guys so I can tell you where it's located, as I do not have it.
You keep an eye on his socials.
Yeah, just keep an eye on my socials and I'll post it from there. But yeah, that's it currently right now. Things may be happening later on with another series. We never know. But yeah, trying to think anything else. Yeah, that's it.
And while you're over in his socials, check out the YouTube and stuff from Montgomery by Night. Go give it a like,
Oh yeah,
subscribe, ring the
Timeless,
bell.
all that. Yeah. Sorry, my mind cut off a bit.
That's
It
all
just
right.
happens sometimes.
And Joanna.
Hi, my name is Joanna. I was playing Abigail for you this evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you are. You will find me on Twitter, Hyrule Gardener. You will find me here on Saturdays, and that's about it. Sometimes one shots, but we'll see what happens. And off to you, Steve.
And this guy is Storyteller Steve. So go check out our merch shop, get some merch. And Joe is also wearing the Team Gun Twink t-shirt from the Hunter game. And we have a bunch of other Hunter stuff. We've got a bunch of other vampire stuff. We got a bunch of stuff from D&D games on there. It's a little bit of everything. We got some role-playing stuff. We have sort of a bit of an announcement. We're having a chance to do some stuff in studio. So check out our Ko-Fi, check out our Patreon, and help us raise some money so we can pay some people to show up in the studio and play some games with us. So go check those out. We've got some totals on there. We're hoping to hit those fairly soon, hopefully. And yeah, there's gonna be some in studio stuff. It'll probably just be me and maybe a few other people because for the most part Vancouver by Night's spread out across everywhere and it's really hard to fly people in to just play a game every once in a while. So yeah, check that out. Keep an eye on the socials. We're going to be posting more information about that. And yeah, merch shop. Go to our YouTube. We're trying to get up to 1,200, and then we have a special announcement there. So go and do that. Ring the little bell and check out all of our stuff. Our Hunter stuff is starting to go up there. Our last episode of this is up there. And yeah, go check out everything, and we will get you over to Philly by Night. Remember, the raid call is Putanesca. Have fun spelling that. And we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Poutine esca.
Poutine.
We're Canadian.
Wow. Yes, do that.